1 in 12 teens have some sort of anger disorder, which can lead to a more difficult lifestyle and can lead to violent tendencies. We begin with Leslie and Caitlin. You may now begin.
Anger issues are prevalent in high school students' lives and can affect their daily lives dramatically. Our plan would be to incorporate into Obeas, since anger issues can lead to bullying, and also form a support group where they can meet with their friends or they can meet with someone individually.
This plan would help because there are a ton of different people that have this issue, but they're not comfortable to come and speak with someone. They can be ashamed of themselves, or there's all kinds of things that they could be feeling that prevents them from getting help for this situation. So providing them an outlet may help them deal with their issues, and it would be incorporating it into Obeas would create awareness for other people who may not experience it themselves, but have to deal with it while interacting with other people in school.
Thank you. All right, Rachel, Lynn, you may begin.
Okay, so our plan to combat anger issues in the school is to set up an anger box. And it will be a little locked box so that nobody else can get in it. And you can write your name and the name of a person or student that you would like to meet with to discuss your anger issues, to discuss really any problems that you have in a one-on-one private setting.
We will pull these cards on Tuesday, so that way we can set up a schedule and set up a time where we can pull you out during Obeas and kind of make it your own Obeas, so you can have a one-on-one discussion with whoever you put on that card. So we can make it your Obeas instead of like the regular schedule. So.
All right, thank you. We now move on to the cross-examination section. Leslie and Caitlin, you will have the first question. How does your plan address proven methods for combating this problem?
So part of our plan is talking with someone individually or as a group, and anger issues oftentimes people need an outlet, so talking to someone about that is a good way to get things out rather than just stuffing them in and letting them just fester over time. So letting that out and actually being able to address the problem with a solution from somebody who has like a professional experience with that would help, rather than just talking to friends who maybe don't always have the best advice for your health situation.
Thank you. Now, then Rachel, you have the same question, which is, how does your plan address proven methods for combating this problem?
As Caitlin said, one-on-one conversation is a really good way to alleviate any sort of anger, any sort of stress that you have, which is, both of our plans include that. And I think that either one of these plans would be great, and that no matter who gets elected, we should definitely set one of these up, because it's not about the election, but it's about the students.
Yes. Thank you. The next question is, what is the reality of your proposition? Have you spoken to faculty, guidance, or leaders in the community? Leslie, Caitlin, you may begin.
We have spoken with guidance counselors, teachers, as well as the students in the school, and teachers agree that it is a very good plan and that they would be willing to incorporate it into their Obeas schedules, and guidance counselors have agreed to meet with the students who are battling anger issues, and students say that if they would recommend their peers to this group.
Thank you. Len and Rachel, you have the same question. What is the reality of your proposition? Have you spoken to faculty, guidance, or leaders in the community?
We've spoken to one teacher individually, Miss Ferry. She was very open to it, and she's willing to let us set up a box in her room to make it more, so that way you're not putting it out somewhere in the open. So we will continue to talk to other teachers about setting a box in their rooms, and talking to guidance counselors especially, because that's what they're here for. They're here to help you. So if we can make a pathway or an opportunity to make that easier for you, we're willing to do that.
The next question is, will your plan maintain students' privacy while still supporting them? Leslie and Caitlin, you may begin.
Yes, our plan, like we said, would be with professionals within the school. So they already have different laws and things they have to follow regarding privacy with their students. But I think privacy is definitely something that will help ensure that people are able to actually come forward and speak about the issues that they have without feeling any kind of hesitant about it.
And as we said before, you could do either a group or in one-on-one individually, so that way if they don't want to speak in front of a group, they have to come from
Len and Rachel, you now have 30 seconds. The question is, will your plan maintain students' privacy while still supporting them?
Yes, as I said, the box will be locked, and only Rachel and I will have the key to it, and the class advisor, obviously. So no one else can get in it. Once you put your name, your ballot in it, the only other person who's going to see it is us, and then whoever you speak with.
So, like she said, it's super customizable, and it's really up to you whether or not you want to do it one-on-one or with a big group, or who you want the person, like who you want the person to look at the card. Yes.
The next question is, how do you plan to receive student engagement in this process? You may begin.
The school itself has multiple different platforms that this information can be given out to via, I know Guidance has a website of their own, the home webpage for the high school. ENN could also blast different things out about it, and just through word of mouth. I'm sure people who really need this service, there's not really anything like this that I know of, so I'm sure they'd be, just hearing it would get them to be involved in it, because it's probably something they really need.
They'd be willing to reach out.
All right. Rachel, Lynn, how do you plan to receive student engagement in this process?
We're just going to make it available. We know that there are people who have issues, people who just want to sit down and talk one-on-one with someone and just get their stress out. And we know that if you want to do something, that you're going to go for it and you're going to do it. So, like they said, putting it on ENN, just getting people aware that we have this program.
Talking about it and making it relatable, and just using the platforms that we have to create opportunities for you guys.
All right. And the last question is, highlight the process by which you created this proposition and the steps that you took.
I spoke to teachers that are willing to incorporate this into their Obeya schedule, as well as guidance counselors who want to stay after school, and as well as students who want to do this and will recommend their peers to do this. So that's how I made this plan.
All right. And Lynn and Rachel, highlight your proposition.
Okay, so what we started out with doing is doing some research on anger management, and we found that one-on-one conversation and therapy and counseling is one of the best ways to solve this problem. So we kind of built off that, and that's how we came up with the box and the one-on-one conversations with students or teachers.
And the next step would just be to talking to more teachers and putting the box out there. So.
All right. Now we'll move on to closing statements. We'll have Rachel and Lynn start us off with those. You have 45 seconds, and you can begin.
So yeah, just really, we wanted to make this customizable for you guys and really reach out and just kind of experiment. That's kind of our motto for this year going into our senior year. It's just experimenting and being more relatable with you guys.
Right, and our main focus for next year is benefiting the individual to benefit our class.
Thank you.
All right. And Caitlin and Leslie, you want me again?
Creating this program would just be another way that we can get involved with our classmates and attempt to be a help to them. Although not everybody may see it as a problem in our school, there are definitely so many people that have different circumstances in their lives that you never see going on. So even if it just impacts one student, we think that that one student is worth it. And being able to just reach out to you guys and extend a hand and kind of try to bring our class together more so than it has been before is one of our biggest goals. So this is one attempt at trying to do that, as well as different things we'll be incorporating throughout the year next year.
And our main goal is to make senior year as best and as memorable as possible, and if we can make that easier for you, then we would love to.
All right, thank you very much. That wraps it up for this debate. Thank you all for being here, and we'll be right back with our second presidential debate.